सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। जगदम्बिका माता की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये। हर 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 महादेव। श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। ओम विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगद्दिताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञ विभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। वंशी विभूषित कराननवनीरदाभात् पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्बफलाधरोष्ठात् पूर्णेन्दु सुंदर मुखारविंद्रनेत्र कृष्णात् पदं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनां मृगगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमते राक्षसान्तकम्। श्री गुरुचरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुवर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि Harahu kalesh vikar. To the devotee of all devotees, to the source of strength, and to the Lord who has taught us about the power of devotion, Hanumanji Maharaj, we bow to him. Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar, Jai Kapish Tinu Lok Ujagar, Ramadut
Atulit Adgama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sutyanama, Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi, Umatra Nihar Sumati Ke Sangi, Kanchana Varan Viraj Suvesha, Kanan Kundan Kunjit Kesha, Hath Bhadra aur Dhwaja Viraje, Kaane Moj Jane O Saje, Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan, Tej Pratap Mahajanvandan, Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur, Ram Kaj Karive Ko Hath, Prabhu Charit Sunibe Ko Rasiya, Ram Lakhan Sita Man Basiya, Sushma Roop Dhari Siya Hi Dikhawa, Vikat Roop Dhari Rank Jarawa, Bhima Roop Dhari Asur Samhare, Ramchandra Ke Kaaj Sawar, Laye Sajeevan Lakhan Ji aaye, Shri Raghuveer Harsh Ur Daaye, Raghupati ki nahi bahut barayi, tum mam priya bharat sambhare, सहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा, सुख करे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीर।
बोलो
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, जूत ही बंदी महासुख होय। जो यहाँ करे हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महादेवा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महादेवा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महादेवा।
पवन तनय संकट हरम, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। When the devotee of all devotees is seated, then we can begin Ramji Katha. मेरे राम की कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। हनुमान जी, for him, मेरे राम की कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। All work in this world is possible. Everything is possible when Ramji is with him. You know, we say that in our life. I always talk to people and share their success. I like to share people's success because it's important to learn from people's success if you can, right? And I told you some time ago, last year, celebrated the 70th anniversary of a couple. 70th, right? And you know what Uncle said about his Dharma Patni? You know, I ask, obviously I ask, how is it that you made it through? You know, so can you tell us about life and all this kind of thing? Uncle said, as long as I have her with me, everything is possible, right? This is a man speaking about his wife. As long as I have her with me, everything is possible. And I'm sure if I'd asked her that question, she would have said the same, give the same answer. As long as I have him with me, everything is possible. The thing is, we say that all the time. I say that, you know, with my family, with my wife as well. As long as I have them with me, everything is possible. That is in the context of a human relationship, right? And I'm very firm about that. As long as we have our team with us, everything is possible. As long as we have you with us, everything is possible. We cannot run this temple without you. That's unimaginable. You have to have people. I'm not talking about money aspect. You have to have people with devotion. You have to have people who are like-minded. You have to have people who inspire you. I have to tell you honestly, when I sit here, all of you inspire me. Or when I go and I watch you volunteer, you inspire me. When I see the people cleaning and cooking and taking care of the temple, you inspire me. So we cannot have this, I cannot do this without you. So that's what we say on a relationship perspective basis. As long as I have you, everything is possible. When we go to the Lord's work now and establish our relationship with Bhagavan, we say, Prabhu, मेरे राम की कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, करते हैं मेरी राघव, मेरा नाम हो रहा है, करते हैं मेरे राघव, मेरा नाम हो रहा है, मेरे राम की कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। पतवार के बिना ही मेरी नाव चल रही है, पतवार के बिना ही मेरी नाव चल रही है। हैरान है जमाना, मंजिल भी मिल रही है, करता नहीं हो कुछ भी, सब काम हो रहा है। करते हैं मेरी राघव, मेरा नाम हो रहा है, मेरे आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। प्रभु, my boat, if you lose a boat in the water, you know, if you lose a boat in the water, the boat will sail. It will sail, right? But if there is no sail on the boat, or no paddle or engine on the boat, then, you know, the boat will not be directed. But if there is a sail or an engine or a paddle on the boat, but you don't have the boatman or the boat person, what is the use of all that? We are let go into this world. We will live. If you give birth to a person, that person, and they're, you know, healthy and so on, that person will live. They eat food, they drink water, they will live. But is that all that we need? Do we just need to survive? Ask any parent here. Do you just give birth to a child and feed them and hope that they will be good? Do you just hope that they will be good, or do you have to live your life to create a mold or leave your footprints for your children to fit into them? Right? Don't we have to do that? Values are something that we do not teach anyone. Values are something that we live. And those around us, they look at the way we live our values, and they, of course, live the same if they choose to. I always tell our children at our home, we do not teach you to do a lot of things. We create an environment of love. We create an environment of love, an environment of comfort. And anyone who grows up in that environment will flourish in life. That's what we do here as well. You cannot just raise people, give birth and allow people to grow. You know, watch them grow. You have to help them. Just like the boatman, you have to have the boat person. We cannot just live a wild life like that. We need Bhagwan. Because mere naav chal rahi hai. For my boat to go on, I have to have him steering my boat. He has to slow down. He has to help me adjust. This is our relationship with our Prabhu. When all our physical strength have been exhausted, Bhagwan steps in. He holds our hand and he makes the impossible become possible. Prabhu. And so this is our dedication this evening to you, O Ram. The name Ram can take away the burdens of life. The name Ram is the light in the age of Kali Yuga. The name Ram is the strength for the weak and the richness for the poor. The name Ram is the hope for the hopeless. The name Ram is the faith for the believers. And the name Ram is the Bhagwan for the devotees. The name Ram. Tulsidas, as he was beginning his Ram Katha, he wrote about the greatness of Ram. Dhyan pratam जुग मुख विधि दूजे द्वापरि परितोषत प्रभु पूजे कलि केवल कल मूल मलिना पाय पयो निधि जन मन मीना। सतयुग में 4 युग हमारे पास है, 4 युग, 4 एजेस। सतयुग में ध्यान से, दूसरे त्रेता युग में यज्ञ की विधि से, और द्वापर में पूजा से प्रभु प्रसन्न होते हैं। In all the ages, in Satyug, the Lord was pleased by dhyanam. The Lord was pleased by meditation. You could easily achieve the Lord by meditation. Then in the second yug, Treta Yug, it was easily available. He was easily available by Yagya. In Dwapar age, the third, he was easily accessible through rituals. But in this Kali Yuga, it is very difficult for people to do katha and puja and yagya. If you can do it, you will achieve it quickly. But in this Kali Yuga, Kali keval mal mool malina, लेकिन कलयुग केवल पाप की जड़ और मलिन है। इसमें मनुष्य का मन पाप रूपी समुद्र में मछली बना हुआ है। In this age of Kali Yuga, the swimming fish, that which is required in this age of Kali Yuga is the name of Ram, Bhagwan. The name of Bhagwan. Take the name of Bhagwan in this age. And then what happens? We will quickly swim across this ocean. Naam kalpataru kal karala, sumirat saman sakal jug jana. ऐसे भयंकर काल में तो नाम ही कल्प वृक्ष है। जो स्मरण करते हैं ही संसार के सब जंजालों को नाश कर देने वाला है। नाम कल्पतरु काल कराला. Those who take the name of Bhagwan Ram in this terrible age of Kali Yuga, it becomes a wish-yielding tree for them. You know, there was once this episode in Ramcharitmanas where the bears and the monkeys, they were building this bridge to go to Lanka. They were building this bridge to go to Lanka, and they were told that they have to get 2 engineers. Anybody here have heard about Ram Setu? Have you heard about Ram Setu? You have? Ram Setu. Ram Setu today, or what they call it in English, the Noah Bridge? Adam's Bridge, not Noah, Adams. They call it the Adams Bridge. Have you heard about the Adams Bridge? This is not me telling you, no. This is the Americans telling you this. Because people believe when the Americans tell you something, it's true. You understand? When Americans tell you something, this is true. When Paratara tell you, story man. Lang monkey story he attack. Last night when a little picnic come here, he was a 4-year-old. Pandit, are you going to talk monkey story? We say, yes man, tomorrow, she a monkey have talk about, which is Friday. Come. He said, okay Pandit, I come. Monkey. We give him banana too. Kids are so, they're so joyful. They bring out, no matter how sad you are, they bring out so much joy for you. How you gonna ask me if I don't talk monkey story? We give him banana, he happy, run away. Right? The Americans discover, through NASA, they discover something called the Adams Bridge. You know what is the Adams Bridge? It is the bridge that was built by Bhagwan Ram, bears and monkeys, Nal and Neel, from India, the tip of India, to go to where? Who? Sri Lanka. Maybe somebody said Guyana. There's no such bridge to go to Guyana, boy. Hey, forget about it. Never exists. Yeah. Build the bridge to go to Sri Lanka. That's how they walk over. But when the Hindus were telling you this all the time, nobody believed it. It's a nice story. Nice monkey story, Parnati, nice bear story. We said, good, no problem. So the Americans discovered this with their satellites and they posted out. The entire world believes now, because the Americans say it, that there is a bridge from India to Sri Lanka. You know what the Americans couldn't tell you though? You know what they couldn't tell you? They couldn't tell you who built the bridge. They couldn't tell you who built the bridge. So they come back to the Hindu now. They come back, hey, who built the bridge? You country. And then we open the book and we show them who built the bridge. Remember the story in Ramayana? Ye bridge kisne banaya? Bears and monkeys. When the West, that's why when the West people come tell us about Hinduism, I just tell them, listen, when y'all are from the West, when y'all from the West was scratching 2 stones to make fire, our bears and monkeys were building, they were engineers, they were building bridges. They were studying astronomy. You know, our rishis and saints have written books called the Panchang. You can look into a Panchang and tell 1,000 years from now, in all books, I can show you. 1,000 years from now, they wrote what time the sun will rise and what time the sun will set. Do you know that? It's called Panchang. The most you will hear about is 100-year Panchang and 2023 Panchang. Thousands of year Panchang, written in leaves. They're written what time the sun will set, what time the moon will come out, when is full moon. It is written thousands of years, no computer. They studied the movement of the planets and documented it. This is the Hindu science that we should be proud about. This is the Hindu faith that we should be proud about. When our ancestors were studying the movements of planets, the West was scratching 2 stones to make fire, and they're so proud of it. So proud of it. There were 2 engineers by the name of Nal and Neel. Nal and Neel, they were 2 brothers, 2 bears. So you know, they had a blessing that when they touch something, if they hold a rock and they put it in the water, the rock will float. But that actually was a blessing, but it was a curse. In their previous life, they were very chul brothers. They were twins and they were very mischievous. Chul, when we say chul, boy, he really... Do you guys know what chul is? Huh? Troublesome, mischievous, right? All over the place. We get a couple of them here. All over them are there. They march outside there now, but we're going to do. I prefer them come chul here than they're going to lose them identity on the road. And somebody pick them up and feed them something that they're not supposed to. So let them come here. When they cry, them parents will take them outside, coming back again. No problems with that. Right? These 2 brothers in their previous birth, they were chul. So every time the sadhus would sit down to do their pujas, the Shivji Lingam and the murtis, they used to go like this. And when the sadhus close their eyes, they take the murti and throw it in the water. Now, isn't that chul? Very. The sadhu wake up now, then the shivling is gone, the mala is gone, the murti is gone. So now replace it steady. So one day the sadhu then make like this, you know. Halfway close the eyes and I meditate like this. And the 2 brothers came and stole the murtis and threw it in the water. Sadhu said, Are, Shrap, time for you to get my curse. The sadhu said, because of this, we're going to curse you that whatever you touch, it shall never sink. It will never be buried in the water. It will always float. Because they got to preserve this stuff. So they took birth as Nal and Neel, the 2 bears. Very accomplished engineers. Bhagwan Hanumanji went and met them, brought them and says, you guys build a bridge. So they were very qualified engineers. They have to pack the rocks for them to float. But as they put the rocks together to float, the rocks were not stabilizing. The rocks were not stabilizing. And so what happened? They were told now that they have to write the name of Ram on each of the rocks. And when they wrote the name of Ram on each of the rocks, then the rocks will float. Ram, there's an old bhajan. राम जी। राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भी था रे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भी था रे। जो न जप राम, जो न जप राम वो ही किस्मत के मारे, राम जी के नाम भी तो पत्थर भी था रे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भी था रे। जो न जप राम, जो न जप राम वो है किस्मत के मारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भी था ये, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भी था रे। राम जी के नाम को शिव जी ने ध्याया, तुलसी ने राम जी से सर्वस पाया। राम जी के नाम को शिव जी ने ध्याया, तुलसी ने राम जी से सर्वस पाया। कबीरा तो भजन कर 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 भय भतारे, राम जी से नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे, राम जी से नाम ले तो पत्थर भितारे। ओ राम नाम अमृत है, राम नाम चंदन, राम नाम देव जपे सांस करे बंदन। राम नाम अमृत है, राम नाम है चंदन, राम नाम देव जपे सांस करे बंदन। महावीर राम नाम, महावीर राम नाम हृदय में धारे, राम जी के नाम लेते पत्थर भितारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे। जो न जप राम, जो न जप राम वो है किस्मत के मारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे, राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे। राम जी के नाम ने तो पत्थर भितारे। पत्थर ना? When the name of Ram was written on the stones, they floated, they stabilized. जो न जपे राम, if the Lord's name can stabilize the stones, imagine what the Lord's name can do to our gentle and beautiful heart. Huh? If the Lord's name can stabilize and allow the stones to float, imagine what the Lord's name can do to the gentle and the loving heart that you possess. Ram Naam Amrit, Ram Naam Chandan. The Lord's name is like the nectar, Amrit. It is like the nectar when you speak the name of Prabhu Ram. Ram Naam Amrit hai. Ram Naam Chandan. The Lord's name is like Chandan that you place on the forehead. It releases the aches and the pains of the head. You know that's why you put Chandan on the forehead, right? Do you all know why you put a bindi on here, this part? I'm not wearing too much this couple of days because I have worn so much kumkum in my life on my forehead that my skin is eating away. So I gotta ease off a little bit. But a Panditji, it is not appropriate for him to walk around without a chandan. Not appropriate at all, but I can't let my forehead, anyways. But you know why you wear that here? This is to stabilize. This is the Agna Chakra. Here is called the Agna Chakra. Chakra number 6. The highest physical point in the body. The Sahasrara out of the body. But when you place the chandan here or the kumkum here, not red powder, here we use the authentic stuff made by hand, not the color stuff. The authentic chandan, when it is placed here, it stabilizes the energies of the body, right? We don't put chandan, there are certain parts of your body that you put chandan, by the way. Your ears, your throat, certain parts of your hand if you're a Shaiva, on the shoulder, the elbow, the forearm, the biceps, the chest. If you're a Vaishnava, there are other places that you do it in the Bhagavatam to stabilize your body and to enhance those parts of your body. Chandan is not placed anywhere below the waist. It is placed at your body, sometimes at the pit of the throat, depending on what sadhana you're doing, to enhance different spaces or places of your body. Right? Ram Nam Chandan. The Lord's name, Ram name, is like placing, when you take the name, it relieves your body of pains. It makes you have a pleasurable feeling when praying. This is the greatness of Bhagwan Ram's name. Ram Nam Dev Jape Sas Kare Bandhan. When the Lord's name is taken, when the Devatas even chant His name, Bandhan, it creates a beautiful bond in life between you and your Creator. I think we all know how to create bonds with me and people, right? You and people. Ye bandhan to, everybody know that? प्यार का बंधन है जन्मों का संगम है. Karan Arjun, old movie. We all know how to create bonds with people, but creating that bond with you and God, take the name of Ram Bhagwan, and He will allow the rocks to float. Whatever rocks you're carrying on your shoulder, on your back, on your head, or wherever we carry rocks these days, they are not meant for you to carry. Rocks are meant for you to walk upon, except the lingam. Rocks are meant for you to walk upon. What mountains are you fetching on your shoulders today? Can I ask? Don't tell me. What mountains are you fetching on your shoulders? They are not meant for you to fetch. Mountains are made for you to climb. Mountains are made for you to admire, not to fetch on your shoulder. That's Hanumanji's problem, not yours. Give your mountains to Him, right? This is the power of Ram Bhagwan's name. He wards off the evil and the tensions of your life. How did the Lord come? Well, there are many, many reasons. You know, there is no one reason that allowed Bhagwan Ram to take this beautiful avatar. But there are many, many reasons. You know, it's like you're planning a trip, right, to New York. Let's say New York, because everybody go to New York. So you go this trip to New York and you say, you know what, you got a friend in New York, and I haven't seen him for a long time, so I'm going to stop in and see him. But then you got a cousin as well who is ill. You want to stop in and see the cousin, so I'm going to do that at the same time. But then you want to stop off at Liberty and eat some baigan choka, right? Or you want to get some food at Spready's, or wherever it is you eat your New York food, right? So what you do, huh? Spready's in Guyana? What do you want to name it on you? Sings. Sibyl. Spready is in Port Morant. I go to Guyana, Spready, Port Morant, you have to go there. Sibyl. How are you going to correct me? Gosh. How are you know? Sibyls. So guess what happens now? Your friend, he feels happy. My friend is coming from Brampton just to see me. He feels so happy. Your cousin now think that because your cousin's sick, he say, my cousin love me so much, he come from Brampton for come see me. And then the people at Sibyl's, they're probably happy as well to know you're coming to, but all of them don't know that you're accomplishing everything in one trip. Same thing, Lord Ram is coming. There's no one reason why he's coming. But one of the important things why he came, there was a king by the name of Manu and his wife by the name of Satrupa. Manu was a very accomplished king. You heard of his son Uttanpad. They had a daughter by the name of Devahuti as well. Anyways, he and his wife, they wanted to retire. And he wanted to give up this kingdom to his son. So what happened? One day when it was right, both of them retired. And then they were in the fourth stage of their lives. घर में रहते हैं बुढ़ापा आ गया, परंतु विषय से वैराग्य न हुआ. उनके मन में बड़ा दुख हुआ कि हरि भक्त बिना जन्म यो ही व्यर्थ गया. He was very sad that, you know what, he has given up his wealth, but he has not given up his attachments. So he now takes his wife Shatrupa, his queen Shatrupa, and they went to the forest. They did beautiful chanting of the mantra. What did they chant? They give up everything and they live in a forest. Dwadash achar mantra puni japahi sahit anurag Vasudeva pad pankaruja dampati man atilag. They took up this mantra called Dwadash Achar mantra. These days when you give people a mantra, they want a mantra for something. But if you say, Bhaiya, chant Om Namah Shivaya, they say, that's it, Panditji. I said, yeah, Om Namah Shivaya. Because we want something a little more complex, you know. Something more complex. You know what the two of them did? The husband and the wife, Manu and Shatrupa. One day all of us will get like this, people. If you're married and hopefully God bless you that you live to some state in life, you have to take up tapasya, take up sadhana. They chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Both of them together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All of you who are married, I know that you pray and I know that you chant. But do it together and you will see how the merits will multiply in your life. See how the merits will multiply in your life when you and your better half or your best half, whatever you call them, sit together in prayers. You will see the merits. This is our Dharma. Our Dharma has placed women on a pedestal. That in the case a man sits alone to do the puja, in the absence of the wife, the puja is incomplete. It doesn't mean you're not get blessing. Please don't think that. But you will not get the merits that you would if your Dharma Patni, your wife, would sit there and do the puja. I told you a story before. I've seen it with my eyes. Apni aankhon se dekha. Dakshin Bharat mein, a man was doing puja for his wife who was sick. Wife was in the hospital. Wife couldn't be there. They took a blouse of the wife and they put it on his left hand side of the shoulder. And then he did the puja. You have to compromise sometimes. When Bhagwan Ram had sent away Sita back to the forest, he had to do Ashwamedha Yagya. But he had no wife. You know what he did? He made a Soneke Sita, a golden Sita, equal to the height and weight of Mother Sita, and placed it by his side. That is the place of a wife in a Hindu man's life. That is the place of a wife. They are not. You got to forget this thing, long story where a wife got to cook roti and feed a man come home, he say, food ready there? Me hungry, you know. Come on. Remember this bhajan, this song I sing to you? This time the long time, this time the long time, this not day before time. Women are equally working and even more working harder than men today. Who get time for you on your roti? Right? I'm not saying that you must create fight in your house, please don't go all lady go tell your husband me can't go if you no more. Planet Harlot says so. No. I'm saying we are fighting for equal rights today, aren't we? Why are we fighting for equal rights when we have to start in our home? One time I tried to cook and I burned the water. I am horrible at it, but I'm learning. I can make some decent salads now. You know, I can make some nice mung dal salads. You will jealous me if you watch me make it. You know, I can make some decent salad. I'm learning because, you know, you have to. It starts in your home, right? Manu and Shatrupa, they went and together they prayed. Together. And then when they prayed, my friends, for thousands of years, they refused to inhale air. They refused to eat. Then they stood on one leg and they chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Brahma Bhagavan came. Shivji Bhagavan came and asked them, ask for your boons. You have done enough sadhana. What do you want? Ask me for your boons. They said, no. We're not going to ask you as yet. We're not going to ask you as yet. We need more. And they did penance. And Bhagwan Vishnu came. And Bhagwan Vishnu says, Manu and Shatrupa, it is enough. It is enough sadhana. You have done enough. Tell me what you want. What is Manu's request? Suno sevak sur taru surudhenu vidhi hari hari vandit paradhenu sevat sulabh sakal sukdayak pranat pal sachra charnayak. Lord Manu the Raja, the king said, O Lord, you who govern the paradise, the various paradise, and the heavenly cows, to the dust of your lotus feet, Prabhu, I bow. O friend of everyone, I bow to you. Shatrupa, the lady, opened her eyes and says, Lord, and praises him as well. Lord said, tell me what you want. And both of them says, Prabhu, we want to have a child like you. We want to have a child like you. Prabhu says, Asambhav. This is not possible. There is no one else like me. There is only me. There's no more. He said, no, Prabhu, you're busy. You have to take care of the whole world. We just want a child like you. The Lord says, in that case, I cannot grant you a blessing because there is no one else like me. Just like there is no one else like you, there is no one else like you, there is no one else like you. People may imitate you. There is no one else like you. Similarly, there is no one else like him. I have told, and I continue to tell all our young people this. The old ones have grown already, fine. But the young people, let me tell you something. Don't try to be like anybody. If you want to be like somebody, try to be like your parents. Right? But don't try to be like anybody. Don't come home and tell your parents, I want to be like my friend who is getting high 90s in his mark, in his grades or whatever. We are trying to be like somebody every day, and we are forgetting to be like ourselves. Be yourself. You know how many people have come to me in my young life as a pandit, which I'm still young, and they try to tell me, you must try to sing like a pandit. You must try to, clap your hand like a pandit. I must try to talk like a pandit. I said, no. I am going to be like me. The minute you duplicate somebody, you are worth $1. Got duplicate, that's the word. You're cheap if you duplicate somebody. Try to, whatever it is. You have to sing like you have to talk like you have to read like you have to walk like you have to, everything you have to do like you. All our young people today, do not be pressured to be like somebody. Be you. Be you and be nobody else. And that alone is going to take off a tremendous amount of pressure from your life. That alone will do that. Bhagavan Vishnu says, no, Manan Satrupa, there's no one like me. There's only me. But I will grant you the blessing that I will be born in your home. I will be born in your home. In your next life, both of you who have given up your kingdoms, you will get your kingdoms back in your next life. Don't worry about giving up, people. Don't worry about giving up. You will get it back. The kingdom that you've given up, you will get back in your next life. And I will be born as your eldest son. Go, this is my blessing. And so Bhagavan Vishnu blessed both of them. And then, of course, they lived some time and they died afterwards. It so happened that the age of Treta came, the second age came now. Ravan was born. Ravan was older than Ram Bhagavan. And when he was born, the Lord asked him, what do you want? He says, I don't want to be killed by any man. I don't want to be killed by any god, by any devatas. The Lord says, what about an ordinary man? He said, yeah, that's fine. Any man can kill me. But he thought that no ordinary man can kill him. So he requested that boon. And when he got that boon, what happened now? He started to take over the world. Giri sari sindhu bhari nahi mohi, jas mohi garuv ek par drohi.
Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
O sakal dharma dekhe biradita, kahi na sake Ravan bhai bhita. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. O dhenu roop dhari hridaya vichari, gayi taha jah sur muni dhari. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. O nij santap sunaye siroi, kahu de kachu kaj na hoi. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. When Ravan took over the entire creation, he became a terrible king. He ruled, and of course he conquered the poor, the weak, he suppressed them, and he became the man of the day. Then what happened? When Ravan became such a terror, Mother Earth. You know this earth that we live on, my friends? This earth is alive. This earth that you drive your car on, this earth that you stamp your feet on, this earth that we throw our waste upon, this earth that we pollute, this earth is alive. Ye dharti maa hai. Ye dharti maa hai. Mother Earth could not bear the sufferings of Ravan. She could not bear the sufferings of Ravan. Kyunki dharti maa hai. Dharti maa hai. Right? And a mother, maa ke paas mamta hai. A mother becomes sad when the children abuse their life. A mother becomes sad when children abuse their life. When Mother Earth saw the burden, it felt like a burden. Giri sari sindhu bhari nahi mohi, asa mohi gurava ek paradrohi. पर्वतों नदियों और समुद्र का बोझ मुझे उतना भारी नहीं लगता जितना भारी मुझे एक परद्रोही लगता है. Mother Earth says, the mountains and the oceans are not burdening me as much as Ravan is burdening me. When we pray, the burden of the earth is relieved. When we do evil things, there is so much burden in this earth. So much burden in this earth. I think, my friends, I think if we talk more and fight less, this will be a more peaceful place to live on. This planet will become heavenly. This planet will become heavenly when gossips are eradicated from this world. This earth will become a heaven to live in when people stop gossiping. When we stop setting strife on people's life. You know how hard a person works for their name? Do we know that? How hard a person works for their name to become somebody. And then we go, and just because they're doing well, whatever it is, gossips, we put their names down, right? We hurt people. When we do these things, Mother Earth becomes burdened. And Mother Earth, what she did now, she took the form of a cow. Dhenu rupa dhari hridaya bichari gaita hajaha suramani jhari. She took the form of a cow and she prayed to Bhagwan. Hey Bhagwan, Suramuni Gandharva Milikari Sarva Gevirinchi Kheleka. She prayed to Bhagwan Brahma. तब देवता मुनि और गंधर्व सब मिलक ब्रह्मा जी को लेके, all of them prayed to Brahma, the creator. Brahma ji appeared and says, no, have patience. Brahma ji ने कहा कि हे धरती, हे भूमि, मन में धीरज धारण करके श्री हरि के चरण का स्मरण करो. प्रभु अपने दासों के पीड़ा का जानते हैं, वो तुम्हारी कठिन विपदा का नाश कर देंगे. Brahma says, have patience, Mother Earth, and fix your mind on Bhagwan's feet. Fix your mind on the feet of the Lord. The Lord knows the distress of his servants, and he will put an end to the cruel suffering anyone is going through in life. This is my advice to anyone. If I'm qualified to give an advice, I cannot give you medical advice. I cannot give you financial advice, though I'm qualified to. I will not give you any other advice other than whenever you feel disturbed, fix your mind on Prabhu. Fix your mind on the God. And the Lord, my friends, He knows that the burdens that we are carrying, there are a lot. The burdens that we are carrying, the pains that we are experiencing, there are a lot. This time to live in Canada is a very tough time we're living in Canada. It's a very, very challenging time we're living in Canada. It will not last for long. Let us weather the storm. Let us stick together, weather the storm, and put our mind at the feet of Sri Hari. Who has not gone through sadnesses in life? Right? All of us, we are still going through some phases in our life that are very burdensome. There is help ahead of you, but we have to be part of that process. Put your mind, Janata Janaki Pariprabhu Bhanjahi Darun Vipati. And so Brahma Bhagwan says, Bhagwan is going to come and relieve you of this burden, Mother Earth. It so happened, now there are two things happening here. The Lord made a promise, Vishnu Bhagwan made a promise to Manu and Satrupa, I will come and become your child. Now all this burden is happening. Brahma says, the Lord is going to come and relieve you. Remember New York trip? So there are two reasons here. And now the two servants of Bhagwan Vishnu, who are the name of the servants? Who are the name of the servants? The Dwarpal, Jai and Vijay. They were cursed to come down to the earth to become demons in three births. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravan, Kumkaran, Dantavak, Shishupal. So there's three reasons here which the Lord has to come now. And the Lord says, well, I am going to come. And now He's going to come and relieve the burden. There now, Manu and Shatrupa, remember the people who did the sadhana, they took birth as Raja Dashrath and Kaushalya. One day, as Raja Dashrath was looking in the mirror, एक बारी भूपति मन माही मैं गलानी मोरे सुत नाही गुर गृह गए तुरत महिपाला, चरण लागी करी विनय विशाला। निज दुख सुख सब गुर ही सुनाए, कहे वशिष्ठ बहु विधि समझाए। हरहु धीर हो हरि सुचिचारी, त्रिभुवन विदित भगत भयहारी। संगृह विरज वशिष्ठ बुलाई, श्रृंगी ऋषि वशिष्ठ बुलाई। पुत्र काम शुभ यज्ञ कराए, भगति सहित मुनि आहुति देने। प्रगति अग्नि चरु कर लीने। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। एक बार भूपति मन माही, Raja Dashrath, who is now reincarnated from Manu into Dashrath, he was looking in the mirror one day. एक बार भूपति मन माही, भय गलानि मोरे सुत नाही. One day the king was sad at heart. He had no children. He had no son. Long time you had to get a son to pass on your wealth to. Anyways, he had no son. And he went to the home of his guru and advised his guru, Nij dukh sukh sab guru hi sunaye, kahi vasishta bahu vidhi samujhaye. Your guru is one who you should share your happy moments with, and your guru is your one who you should share your sorrowful moments with as well. Your guru is not anybody hoity-toity. You understand? Who you should, oh my God, guru chaka. No. Be relaxed about it. This age requires a lot of relaxation, right? Requires a lot of relaxation. No tension. No tension. Share your happy moments with your guru. Share your sorrowful moments with your guru. That is the purpose of them. That is the purpose of the gurus, to receive happiness and sadness from you. That's their problem. He went and he told his guru. No, he told the guru all his joys and sorrows. Nij dukh sukh sam guru hi sunaye, kahi vasishta bahu vidhi sunaye. Vasishta, his guru, comfort him in many ways and says, Dharahu dir ho hahi sutachari, tribhuvana vidit bhagat bhayhari. And he says, Dashrath, take heart and wait. You will have 4 sons who will be known through all the worlds. They'll be, and it will relieve the pains of people, not only you. The Guru Vashishta, फिर वशिष्ठ जी ने श्रृंगी ऋषि को बुलावा और उसने शुभ पुत्र कामेष्टि यज्ञ करवावा. We as Hindus, we have a yagya for everything. You want to have a child? There's a yagya for you. It's called a putra kameshti yagya. They performed, they brought Shringi Rishi. You remember Shringi from the Bhagavatam? Shringi was the one who cursed Raja Parikshit that, because you insult my father Samik Rishi, the snake will come and bite you. Different katha. Shringi Rishi was a very skilled person in his pujas. Extremely skilled in his pujas. He was called, and Putra Kam Shubha Yagya Karava. They performed the Putrishti Yagya for Raja Dashrath. Let me tell you, Bhagati Sahit Muni Ahuti Dehi. Bhagati Sahit Muni Avati Dehi. Although the Putra Kameshti Yagya was done, Raja Dashrath was seated at the side of Shringi Rishi. The queens were all sitting beside Raja Dashrath. And although this was a yagya for Raja Dashrath, Muni ne Bhakt Sahit Ahutyadi, it was Shringi Rishi who was offering the ahuti. You know the ahuti, what you put in the havan. I know you call it samagri, and that's fine. Continue to call it samagri. Samagri means ingredients, right? Samagri, like puja samagri, means puja ingredients. Then you have havan samagri. I know we say samagri. The correct way of saying samagri, right? Samagri. This is the ingredients. Puja samagri is chandan, honey, milk, and all that. And then you have havan samagri, which is the havan, the thing that the ahuti that you put inside, the ghee and so on. When you put it inside the fire, it is called ahuti, right? You heard about ahuti, devahuti, ahuti, prasuti. That is Bhagavad Katha. You probably remember that, I'm sure. But ahuti is the one that you place in the fire. You know who was placing it in the fire? You would think that it is Raja Dashrath's yagya. He would be the one throwing it inside. No, no, no. Raja Dashrath says, I am not pure enough to perform this yagya. And you know what a devoted man he was? He says, I am not pure enough. Shringi Rishi was throwing the ahuti. This is like if you call a pandit home to do a puja, and the pandit is doing the puja. Many, many parts of the world this is done. The panditji is doing the puja. Sometimes people are falling havang thing. But you know, you should know the importance of these things. The panditji who lives a life as a sadhaka and who does sadhana and tapasya, their body is very pure. This body is a tool, friends. This body is a tool. Many times people will come and they will ask Panditji, why are you alone throwing the Abhishekam on Durga Ma's head? Why are you alone throwing the Abhishekam on Ramji Bhagwan? Why not Yashoda? Why you not allow me to do the fun? Right? Why you put the chandan? Why you put this? Why you alone are doing that? Well, your body is a tool. And if your tool is not well maintained and kept properly, that tool cannot be used for certain things. It's like you go on a surgery and you're asking the doctor, wamina go in and take the gallstone for? No, that's doctor's problem. They have to sanitize and do all of the things, right? Shringi Rishi was doing the ahuti. And as they were saying the mantras, Pragate Agni Charu Karaline. Agni Bhagwan came out of the fire and offered kheer to Raja Dashrath. He says, give this kheer, such a beautiful yagya, give this kheer to your queens, and they will become impregnated and they will give birth to 4 wonderful children. I think you all know what happened after that. The queens, the 3 queens he had, they ate the kheer. Only that time it was allowed for a man to have more than 1 wife. Only that time. Now, please don't do that. 1 is enough. 1 is enough. Bhagwan Ram, when Bhagwan Ram came, he stopped this. Bhagwan Ram, many people ask Panditji, what kind of religion you follow? But it only made sense. Long ago, men were scarce. There were many women, but few men, so perhaps it was fine. But Ram Bhagwan came, what was his motto? Ek patni, ek ban, or ek vachak. Vachan. Ek patni, ek ban, ek vachak. That means 1 wife, 1 arrow, and 1 word. 1 wife, 1 arrow, 1 word. When the Lord is going to be married, that is his wife, his 1 wife. Ek patni. Ek ban means 1 arrow. If he's going to shoot this 1 arrow, this 1 arrow is going to do his work. Just like he's going to dry up the ocean, just like he shot the 7 trees, 1 arrow. It means it has to be perfectly chosen and perfectly discarded to do its work. And ek vachan, 1 word. When he gives his word to you, That is the word he gives to you. Prana jaya par bachan na jaya. There's an old movie like that with Sunil Dutt. Must try watching it. You'll fall asleep. But prana jaya par bachan na jaya. That is how those men lived. Raja Dashrath, Ram Bhagwan. Ek patni, ek ban, ek vachak. He came to do that. Going back now, the Ahuti, the queens ate. And then they were all pregnant. And then afterwards, after 9 months, it was time to give birth. This, they're only telling you the Lord took birth here, but he cannot take birth. Who can carry the divine Lord in them, my friends? So, it was the right time. Jog lagna grahavar tithi sakal bhaye anukul. योग लग्न ग्रहवार और तिथि सभी अनुकूल हो गए. चर अरुच अचर हर्ष जुत राम जन्म सुख मूल. नवमी तिथि मधुमास पुनीता. शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरि प्रीता. ओ नवमी तिथि मधुमास पुनीता. शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरि प्रीता. माध्य दिवस अति शीत न घामा. पावन काल लोक विश्रामा. शीतत मंद सुरभि वह पाऊं. हर्षित सुर संतन मन छाऊं. वन कुसुमित गिरिगन मणियारा. स्रवहि सकल सतिता मृत धारा. सो अवसर विरंची जब आना. चले सकल सुर साझी विमाना. गगन मिलन संकुल सुर झूता. गावहि गुण गंधर बरूथा. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. 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 योग लग्न ग्रहवार तिथि. There are 5 things that make up our Panchang. Yoga. Every day we have yoga, lagna, graha, var, tithi. The position of the sun and the moon. The zodiacal sign into which the sun had entered. The position of the other 7 planets, the day of the week and of the month, all of it were very auspicious. The Lord does not come at an inauspicious. When the Lord comes, that is an auspicious time. Sometimes people ask me, Pandit ji, what is the best time to do puja? मैंने कहा था, इतनी बार ने कहा था कि जब when you do the Lord's puja, that time becomes auspicious. When is the best time to do katha? The time when the katha is read, that time becomes auspicious. The Lord, however, Yoga Lagna Grahavarati, at a day like today, there is no other day in the year like a Ram Navmi day. Today was a Ram Navmi day. When it is 12 o'clock, it was not hot, it was not cold. It was not bright, it was not cloudy. It was not raining, it was a day of pleasantness, because Ram Bhagwan is a very pleasant being. That is who he is. He came, Navmi Tithi, Madhu, today is Navmi Tithi. Punarvasu Nachatra. Punarvasu Nachatra, the primary color for Punarvasu Nachatra is green from a Rashi perspective. But then you have, the Lord is blue and yellow, which represents infinity and earth. You know that, right? Blue represents infinity and yellow represents the earth. 2 of the things that glorify the Lord and represent him as well. Navmi Tithi Madhumas Punita Sukla Paksh Abhijit Hariprita. There was Abhijit, the highest point in a day, the Panditji will tell you, if you want to do something auspicious. The highest point in the day, the most auspicious star was present. Madhya Divas, it was midday, 12 noon, for all of you who are here today. Asita Dharma Pavana Kala Loka Vishrama. The Lord chose this month of Chaitra. This is the month of Chaitra. We finish Phagun, which is the festive season of Holi, and we are in Chaitra. That is why this is called Chaitra Navratri, and that is why this is also called Vasanta Navratri, because it is supposed to be the spring season. Sitala Manda Surabhi Vahabavu Harashita Sur Santan Manachau. A cold, mild and fragrant breeze was blowing. Thandi, dhimi or sugandhit hawa vaha rahi thi. It was cool, fragrant breeze was blowing. All the devatas were feeling exhilarated. The saints were brimful and enthusiastic. The woods were full of blossoms and the hills bright with gems. Tulsidas ji, flowery language. Who said Tulsidas ji was a caveman? So intelligent, so avasura Viranchi jab ana. Viranchi kaun hai? Viranchi, Bhagwan Brahma. When Brahma knew the hour of Ram's birth, all the devatas came together with aerial carts equipped with flowers and grains and water to throw Ashirvad. The Lord is going to come to this earth to relieve us of our pains. And then it was time for the Lord to arrive. My friends, the Lord Pragata Kripala, Bhay Pragata Kripala. We're going to sing it nice and slow. Bhay Pragata Kripala. This is how we used to sing it in Guyana when we grew up. Bhay Pragata Kripala. Bhai Pragat Kripala Deen Dayala Kaushalya Hitkari. Bhai Pragat Kripala Deen Dayala Kaushalya Hitkari. Harshit Mahatari Muni Manhari Adbhut Roop Vichari Lochan Abhirama Tan Ghan Shama Nij Ayudh Bhuj Chari Bhushan Banmala Nayan Visala Shobha Sindhu Karari Kahatui Kar Chori Astuti Tori Kehi Vidhi Karo Ananta Maya Gun Jnana Teet Yamana Karuna Sukh Sagar Sab Gun Aagar Jehi Gahi Shruti Santa So Mam Hit Lagi Jan Anuragi Bhai Pragat Shri Ganta Brahma Nikaya Nirmit Maya Rom Rom Pratived Kahe Mahur Sobasi Yah Upvasi Sunat Dheer Mati Dhir Upja Jab Jnana Prabhu Muskana Charit Bahut Vidhi कही कथा सुनाई मात बुझाई प्रकार सुत प्रेम लहे माता अति प्रिय श्रीला यह सुख परम अनूपा सुनी बचन सुजाना रोदन खाना कोई बालक सुन भूपा यह चरित हो हरि पद पावही तेरा पर ही भव भूपा जय जय सिया रामा जय सिया रामा जय 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 सिया रामा जय जय सिया रामा जय सिया रामा जय जय सिया रामा जय 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 सिया रामा जय 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 सिया रामा हो जय 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 सिया रामा भय प्रगट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौशल्या हितकारी हर्षित महतारी मुनि मनहारी अद्भुत रूप विचारी अद्भुत रूप. One you couldn't find fault with him, just like in the Bhagavatam. Tvam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam. Tvam adbhuta balak. ये भागवत श्लोक है. When the Lord Krishna came, adbhut, beautiful, faultless. Same with Ram Bhagwan. Same with Ram Bhagwan. He came. Who comes with Bhushan Banabala Nayana Bisala Sobha Sindhu Karari? Which baby born from the mother womb come Bhushan Banamala with mala and around bow and all this kind? No. This is Prabhu who has come here. No? He has come here. Maya Gunagyana Tita Amana Veda Purana Bhananta Karuna Sukha Sagar. Who is he? Karuna Sukha Sagar Sab Guna Agar जेहि गावही श्रुति संता. वेद पुराण तुमको माया गुण और ज्ञान से पर और परिणाम रहित कहते हैं. श्रुतियों और संत करुणा और सुख का समुद्र सब गुणों का धाम कहकर जिनका गान करते हैं वही भक्तों पर प्रेम करने वाले लक्ष्मीपति भगवान मेरे हित के लिए प्रगट हुए हैं. बोले सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की. And the Lord appeared. The corresponding verse in the Ramayana for Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya is Vipradheno Sur Santahit. Vipradheno Sur Santahit लीन मनुज अवतार हो रामा. लीन मनुज अवतार निज इच्छा निर्मित तनु माया गुण गोपार हो रामा. माया गुण गो विप्रधेनु सुर संहित लीन मनुज अवतार निज इच्छा निर्मित तनु माया गुण गोपाल हो रामा. माया गुण गोपाल सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम. ब्राह्मणों गौओं देवताओं और संतों के लिए भगवान ने मनुष्य अवतार लिया. For the sake of the divine, for the sake of the good, for the sake of the cows, for the sake of the... Imagine this. The Lord left the heavens and come on this earth for the sake of the cows. My dear Hindu brothers and sisters, there is one such animal on this earth that we must care for, and we are not caring enough for this animal, and this is Gau Mata, our cows. We care a lot for dogs and cats, but cow, you know what the thing about cow? By looking at a cow, your eyes become purified. हमारे शास्त्र में लिखे हैं. Even the waste products of a cow, the cow's urine and the cow dung, they are medicinal. You know, back home, I don't know where you grew up and thing. Where I grew up in Barbies, when we have puja, On the ground, you know what we do? We take the gobar, the cow dung, and we lipe. I just do that too? Dab, you dab. You just have something back home called a potna. Now I'm connecting with the old people, man. You all know what a potna is? Huh? What do y'all call it? Yeah. You from Georgetown? But where are you from? Oh, you're from Canal, okay. Yeah, they do this stuff there too. If you have a fireside back then, you had 2 fireside. Good. Abby had 2 fireside too. One was called a sawdust fireside. You all know about sawdust fireside? Sawdust fireside is a round piece of iron, and you put a big bottle in the middle, and one at the bottom, one at the mouth and one at the top. And you're throwing the sawdust around like this. And then you run in your mommy kitchen, you bring on belna. I pound the sawdust like this. You know about the cooking, right? Sawdust fireside. That's my thing, man. Put one in the mouth, one on top, and then you got to hit it very hard for it to go down. And then carefully you have to take out the bottle on top and the one at the bottom. Then you're left with a chimney and a mouth. That is how we cooked then. That is when diseases were not like they are today. Right? That's how we cook. That's one kind of fireside. Then the second kind of fireside we had was a regular fireside. Right? Made with some stones and cement. But that one you had to dab it. You have to dab it, and you have to get mud. And not all kind of mud. Blue mud or white mud. White mud. And you have to get a piece of cloth to use with the mud. We just call it a potna. Because we are Bihari people, ना? हमारे भारतीय लोग हमारे बीच में आप मालूम है कि पटना क्या है? You know what potna is? नहीं. You know, huh? Yeah, but I'm asking the Indian people who are here if they know what potna is. They don't know what potna is because we've come from. आप लोग जानते हैं कि पटना क्या है? वो भारतीय लोग हैं, Indian people. Vaishali ji, you know what potna is? No? Vaishali ji, this is an old system. They take a piece of cloth, put it in the mud, and they dab the fireside. They dab the fireside. That is how we were brought up. You cook with organic fire. You never hear that one though, eh? You buy apple and organic apple. They may just polish them up and give you organic apple, organic this. But you never heard of organic fire. Organic fire is the fire. When you cook the island rice by organic fire, your appetite open. Your appetite open. Nowadays, yeah. And you know what happened then? People start to get rich. And then the greatest invention we have after sawdust fireside and cement fireside was kerosene stove. You remember the green one? Chinese borna. Yeah, you have to turn up the knob like this, and then the wicks will come up. And then when that comes, you have to loosen them up and pull up the wicks. The biggest ruin to organic fire is something called kerosene stove. And then the people's appetite start to cut down. Kerosene stove. Organic fire is gone. Right? These were the times when men and women lived by simple means. We used to harvest our own food. Y'all forget those days? Everybody's backyard was a garden. We called it a kitchen. Thank you. You call it a kitchen garden. How many people in that part of the world, I don't want to blame Guyana and Trinidad, how many people in that part of the world today are doing a garden? We do more gardening in here than those places. And we do it in buckets. We grow our crops here in buckets. Right? The time of simple living should come back. Times are tough here in Canada. Let's go back to eating simple. Those times we ate what we could produce. You know, there is an ashram in Holland by a Swami. He's a Caucasian Swami. You know, in that ashram, whoever comes there, whoever lives there, whoever stays there, whoever visits there, they only eat what they produce in the fields of the ashram. They do not purchase anything. The wheat, the vegetables, and these people are healthy and they are living. Today is, he's called Swami Ram. Swami Ram's 74th birthday. Right? Simple living. You know, one of the things, by the way, one of the gods on this earth that helped us to become who we are is Mother Cow, Gaumata. Long ago, you never hear about Hindu people eating beef. You never hear about that. When you hear that, you run, you become afraid. Today, Hindu people are consuming beef. That's heartbreaking. Gaumata. Mother cow. I am sitting here today, my flesh is made up of Gaumata ki doodh. Gaumata ki doodh, aushad hai. I know there are probably vegans here. You can cock your ears, but this is the reality. Gaumata ki doodh, mother cow's milk, is aushad. Means it is medicine. When one consumes, not the 2% thing we buy here. Forget about that. Gaumata ki doodh, Gaumata's milk, aushad, it is medicine. Ya hamara sastra mein likhe hai. What do you think Bhagwan Shri Krishna used to drink 2% milk? No. Cows are precious for Hindus. Cow is our mother. Cows have raised us. Cows used to plow the lands back home. You all remember this? Even to now, if you go to Bihar, when it is time to get married, Matikor night, apni aankhon se dekha hamare Bihar mein. Up to this time, of the Matikor night, they will go and do puja on the plow. Hal puja. Hal puja. Hum kya kehte hain hamara West Indies mein? Haris puja. You know the haris that you cut and you have the 7 steps or 5 steps? That is called hal puja. Because the fathers used to say, this hal, this plow, has given me income, an opportunity to marry my child. They do puja on it. But in the West Indies, we don't have that. We have the haris to honor our ancestors. You all young Hindus must know these things. The sacrifice our ancestors made for us. Mother cow has fed us her milk. She plowed the lands for us. There was no big, machines back then, mighty machines. The cows plowed the lands. The cows, my friends, fed us milk and plowed the lands. And it was the cow dung, the gobar. I don't know if you grew up like this, but I grew up like this. You had a house and you had something called a bottom house. And your bottom house, our time, did not have concrete. That's how I was raised rather. You had dirt in your bottom house. And you know how you would beautify that dirt? You would take cow dung mixed with water, placed in a bucket, and you get your cloth or your broom, depends how you did it. My mother and my sisters used to dab the bottom house. Throw the cow dung and then spread it nicely. You see when the cow dung, the freshness of the cow dung, the smell, you see, inhale that, all your sinus and thing gone. You don't have no sinus problem and whatever problem we get these days, allergy. You all grew up in Guyana with allergies? Anybody here? We don't even know what that is. When I came here and people tell me about allergy, I thought they were talking about allergy. So I said, Bhaiya, what is this allergy? I don't have allergy. I said, everybody knows allergy. We never had that back home. You grow up among the tough things. And so after the bottom house was dabbed by Gaumata ki gobar, you go and you spread a rice bag and you lie down on the bottom house. You know about them things now? Good. Good. And there is no other bed as comfortable as lying down on a bottom house that was daubed with gobar and a rice bag. That is why guys like us, we put our heads anywhere we sleep. We put our heads anywhere and sleep. We don't need a sleep country bed and a sleep number. Our sleep number was based on how well the cow dung was daubed. That was it. That was our sleep number. Today you go buy a bed body and they get them to calculate your weight and your height and tell you, man, I need a rice bag. That's all. If I slept on a rice bag and I grew to be a 6'2", 200 and something pound muscular man, you laugh, no, don't tell me weight. Then it worked well for us. It worked well for us. You had nothing like back pain and spine pain and all that kind of thing. Gau Mata, Mother Cow, did all that for us. It is shameful on the sad side to see how cows are being abused in the time that we live in. Sometime this year, we're bringing a cow here again to do cow puja. We did it many times. Old Mandir, this Mandir, when we did the Murti Sthapana. You can remember, Gau Mata came in here. Big cow came in here. And only when the cow came in here, then the cow knew, then it realized that it had to go to the washroom. You remember the story? Those of you who are here? Y'all were here. Auntie Dana, you see? Sister Camila? The cow came and stand up in front of Bhagwan right here, Bhagwati Mata. And all the time, in the know that he got go washroom? When the cow came in, washroom, our temple became the washroom for the cow. Ye hamara ashirvad hai, Gau Mata se. This is how special cows are. I would like to ask all of you a request. This is my request to all of you. Show your respect to cows. Don't eat it. Don't even tolerate it. Don't tolerate that. Right? Don't worry about being judgmental, whatever it is. Do not bring yourself down to that level. We have so much of vegetable in this world. That's how meat eating came. When vegetable people lazy and then stop farm, they start eating the animals. You know, in China, they eat cockroach, they eat scorpion, they eat everything else. You know that? Fried scorpion is a delicacy. Because they don't have place to plant food anymore, vegetables anymore, so they have to eat whatever they see. Right? Don't bring yourself down to that level, friends. Live simple and respect the cow. Vipradhenu. Dhenu means the cow. The Lord left the heavens and he's going to come down now. Vipradhenu surasanta hitlin hamanuja avatar in the form of a man. Nij ichha nirmitatanu maya gunagopal. For the sake of the noble, the cows, the devatas and the saints, the Lord came from the heavens and he's now on the earth. Last set of chaupais and I'm done. This here is Ram Janam, my friends. Sunisi surudhan param priya bani. Sunisi surudhan param priya bani. Sanbram chali aayi sab rani. Sanbram chali aayi sab rani. Are sunisi surudhan param priya bani. Bihari style, na? Are sunisi surudhan param priya bani. Sanbram chali aayi sab rani. Harshit jahata hadai dasi. Anand magan sakal purvasi. Dashrath putra janam sunikana. Manav brahmanand samana. Param prem man pulak sarira. Chahat utan karat mati dhira. Rama नृप द्वारा अनुपम बालक देखन जाई रूप राशि गुण कहई निराई श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
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 हरे श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम दशरथ पुत्र जन्म सुन कान्हा. When the news of Ram Bhagwan's arrival and his son's arrival hit the ears of Dashrath, Manav Brahmanand Samana, he was drowned as it were in ecstasy when he heard the arrival of a child. You remember when your child was born? How happy you were as a parent? I hope you're as happy now when they're in their 20s and their teens. Are you? You're not sure? I hope you're as happy as you are today when your child was born. And children, when you were born, your parents were very happy people. You had no demands then. You had no demands when you were born. That's one. Second, you were helpless. Right? You're not going to walk and come back whenever you want. You were helpless. Third, you were dependent, not independent. You have grown from a dependent child when mother was very, very happy to an independent child. ये दुखी की बात है हमारे धर्म में. There's nothing wrong with independence, children. You have to be independent some aspect of your life. But you are never ever independent from your parents. I'd like all the young people here tonight to take this lesson that I'm telling you. Take this lesson that I'm telling you. The average child today spends more time on their phone than they spend with their parents. The average child today spends more time on their phone than with their parents. Children, the clock is moving. But today's clock is more dangerous. Long ago, you had a clock named time. Today you have a clock named tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. We are spending more time with tick tock. Tick tock. They come here, I say, what are you on the phone? I Pandit, tick tock. Koi baat nahi, tick tock. Time is tick tocking too. We spend more time on TikTok than we spend with Mata and Pita. What do I always tell the children? Long ago, right? Now you have, what is the latest G they have? 5G? What's the latest G? 5? 5G? 5G. 5Gs. Long ago, we had Mataji, Pitaji, and Guruji. Bas. 3G. Mataji, Pitaji, Guruji. Today we are worse, we are lost, and we have 5Gs. 5Gs. I want to tell all the young people today, spend more time with your parents, spend quality time with your parents. And when you're with them, you're not a boss. Hello? You are not a boss. You are their baby. If you're 19, you are their baby. If you're 30, you are their baby. If you're 40 something, you are their baby. Never ever think that in their presence you're going to make recommendations and teach them how to do things. They have given you that wisdom. When you were born, they were happy. Please let them be happy like that for the rest of your life. Because Dasharath Putra. Putra means that which takes their parents out of sadness and places them into happiness. Putri is the feminine, of course, that does the same thing. You are all that, which take your parents out of their depression and place them into happiness. We can do that. Our children can do it. A mother and father will recover from losses in their life. They will recover from gossips in their life. But you see, when children give them problems, that is something that pains them for the rest of their life. Okay? So all the children, there is nothing wrong being obedient to your parents. Somebody will call you mommy's boy or daddy boy or whatever it is. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Bhagwan Vishnu has Sahasranam, 1,000 names. What about you? Take on a couple extra for your parents. Okay? So, Dasharatha Putra Janam Sunikana, when Dasharatha heard about the birth of his children, Mano Brahmananda Samana. He became so happy. Parama Prem Man Pulaka Sarira. Param Prem, the highest love he felt. Chahat Utan Karat Matidhira. And lastly, he held Bhagwan Ram in his hands. And he's holding little Bhagwan Ram. और दशरथ के मन में क्या हो रहा है भाई? जाकर नाम सुनत सब होई. मेरे पुत्र, जिनका नाम सुनने से ही कल्याण होता है. अरे हिंदी भाषा इतनी मीठा भाषा है भाई. जिनका नाम सुनने से ही कल्याण होता है, वही प्रभु मेरे घर आए. वही प्रभु मेरे घर आए. The same one whose name it is a blessing to hear, that one has come into my house as my child, as my son. Paramanand Puri Man Raja, kaha bolai baja wahi baja. And he called for celebration, supreme joy. As I said today, Raja Dasharath felt so blessed. Children, you are all blessings to your parents. Do not ever think that you're otherwise. You are all blessings to your children. In this way, Prabhu Ram grew up to be. He didn't grow up. We have to stop using that term. Wait till they grow up. No. We have to raise our children. We have to give them, cultivate the values in them. And parents, look, we have responsibilities too. Right? Don't try to spend time with the world forgetting who your world is. Children are our world. We have introduced them to this world from our world. So let us never forget, we have great responsibilities to our children as well. This, in a nutshell, I've been speaking now for 1 hour 45 minutes. And Ram Katha itni meetha hai. It is so sweet. It is so powerful. Ram Katha Ganga hai. Tulsidas ji says Ram Katha Ganga hai. Kya hai Ganga? Ram Katha is Ganga. Kaun hai Ganga? Ganga is mother. She is the water. What does water do? Water makes its way through anything and everything. Water makes its way through everything and everything. Anything and everything. Water finds a leak to escape. Then water satiates the thirst. Water makes you healthy. Water makes you vibrant and rejuvenated. But the key is that water makes its way through anything. Yahi hai Ram Katha. Yahi hai hamara Bhagwan Ram ki pavan naam ke charitra hai. Today I'm so proud of all of you that we can come together and celebrate in our own way Ram Navmi at Bhavani Shankar Mandir. May Bhagwan Ji bless all of you in abundance with the things that he lived by. Simplicity, respect, obedience. Simplicity, respect, obedience. These were the marks of distinction for Bhagwan Sri Ram. It is my prayer and hope that all of us will embrace these things in our life. On behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, my pranam to all of you, and I ask that the Lord bless all of you. Ram naam ati meetha hai, koi ga ke dekh le. आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम नाम अति मीठा है कोई गा के देख ले। आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम राम
श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम।
मन भगवान का मंदिर है, यह मैल न आने देना, हीरा जन्म और मोल मिला इस व्यर्थ गवाना देना। ओ मन भगवान का मंदिर है, यह मैल न आने देना, हीरा जन्म और मोल मिला इस व्यर्थ गवाना देना। शीश दिए हर मिलते हैं, दिए हर मिलती है, लुटा के देख ले। आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम नाम अति मीठा है कोई गा के देख ले। आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम हे राम हे राम हे
राम श्री राम श्री राम
श्री राम। जिस मन में अभिमान भरा भगवान कहाँ से आए, घर में हो अंधकार भरा मेहमान कहाँ से आए। हो जिस मन में अभिमान भरा भगवान कहाँ से आए, घर में हो अंधकार भरा मेहमान कहाँ से आए। राम नाम की ज्योत हृदय, राम नाम की ज्योत हृदय जला के देख लो। आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम नाम अति मीठा है कोई गा के देख ले। आ जाते हैं राम कोई बुला के देख ले, राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
राम हे राम
हे राम हे राम राम हे राम हे राम। सियावज रामचंद्र भगवान की। Please allow me a few minutes. We have a few singers and you will do prasad, but please allow me a few minutes to say thank you to all those who have made this beautiful celebration of Navratri, Chaitra Vasanta Navratri, and Ram Navmi a success. We are a 100% volunteer organization. It means to make this work, we don't get paid. We do not want money, and this temple is doing well. We are making progress. We are maintaining our place, and it's all because of all of you. Please allow me, on behalf of all our volunteers, to thank all you lovely devotees. I know many of you who are here every single night, right, and every single session. I pray that Bhagwan and everybody who came, it is not about money comes and money goes. This is about you making our dream as Hindus come true by coming out, by being in devotion, and by helping yourself to grow. So on behalf of all of us, thank you for making it so colorful. You know, I have become used to reading to an empty temple. For 2 years, that's all I did. I spoke to this camera here, this little one here. This is a little camera. I spoke to him for 2 years alone, temple empty. But you know what I did? I say, although there are no shrotas physically here, ye sabhi shrota hai. All of them, all the devatas, they became my shrotas for 2 years. And I have to tell you, when you're a shrota and you have the pandit, at the end of your sadhana for 2 years, the shrota has to give you dakshina. What dakshina are they going to give me? Right? What dakshina are they going to give me? They have been my shrotas for 2 years. So whatever they have given it to our temple. To all of you who come here every time and make this place a beautiful environment, Bhagwan's blessings to all of you. Please allow me to thank all our children. Please give them a big hand. Who are on stage and not on stage. Without them, you know, the children are the joy and pride of our organization. The youths, the children, all of them. They are musicians, they're singers, they're accomplished academically, spiritually, religiously. Don't get them confused and caught up that they're church kids or mandir kids and they are dunce. No, no, no. They are, all of them that are sitting there are high achievers academically as well. You wouldn't believe when you see or you know what they're doing academically. You'll be very surprised. So I want to thank all of them, our musicians who stepped up, all the kids, they're all kids. Varun stepped up really good with his tabla because, you know, our children are in high school now, some of them in university. They're all busy people, so he stepped up a lot with the tabla. I want to thank Anand, who came many nights as well to add so much of dholak flavor to our lives. And tonight, my friends, the vegetables you use here, some of the vegetables that was used here, Anand has added flavor with his dholak, and he's making a beautiful soup downstairs for all of us when we go down. It's actually called soup, but in Canada they say soup. So, and in this soup, this is called a vegetable soup. This is what you call vegetable soup. Not anything what they hate, or you not see the vegetable. We grew up with vegetable soup. You some big piece cassava like this, big piece edo, sweet potato, okra, all them things. That's what you call a vegetable soup. Anna, we get duff? You get duff? Oh. Okay, we have duff too in the soup. So you know when you eat duff, make you tough. Right? All the young kids, this is a Guyanese rhyme. Duff make you tough. Dal make you tal. Bhaji make your skin smooth. Pumpkin make your eyes bright. In that case, maybe we can get 20/20 vision. But we tell the kids that for them to eat their vegetables. Bhaji make your skin smooth, pumpkin make your eyes bright, dal make you tal, duff make you tough. We prepare nice soup for everyone this evening, plus bhojan, so you have appetizer, and you have main course too. I'd like to thank Angela and Kant. I don't know if Angela is here tonight, but she and Bhaji Kant take turns and they come every day to make sure that you have a clean space outside there. Washrooms, hall is mapped, everything is clean before you. Sincere thanks to Angela and Kant. We're looking to add to the cleaning team on a Wednesday. The regular cleaning team left, but they're still here. So anybody who's interested to do seva on a Wednesday, they're here every Wednesday. Come and join them and help clean the temple. We don't pay anybody, by the way. I would like to sincerely thank all the chefs. We had two main chefs, Bhai Umesh, who's here tonight with his family. Umesh, thank you so much for cooking so many nights for us. God will bless you and your family for providing bhojan for so many people. I would like to thank all the people who helped in the kitchen, who organized the work in the kitchen. Annette did a fabulous job. Devi is the organizer. She's here a couple of nights. And every one of you who went and cleaned up after the big meals, thank you so much. To all the people who shared and cleaned downstairs, to all the devotees who cleaned the temple here every night, to our Panditjis, Pandit Rajneesh, and his, we call him old boy, but our other Panditji here, He is a gentleman in our community. So Pandey Pandit Pandey, thank you very much for service. You hear what I tell him? Gabe explained to him what I tell him. Anyways, while Gabe explained to he that, I want to thank the Pandit boys as well who came out, Anil and Suraj and so on. Gabe, I want to sincerely thank the decor team. Please give them big hands. They really live up. They really live up to the expectations of the community. I want to let you know, my friends, that you see all this decor here are the flowers that we use for this decor. The temple doesn't pay a penny for it. Temple, you can clap, that's no problem. The temple doesn't pay a penny for it. For those who come and say we're wasting money in flowers, I have an argument for everything that we do. If you say we're wasting money on flowers, I'd say get your story straight. Get your story straight, because more flowers are wasted on dead people in cremation homes. They can't smell the flowers, they cannot see the flowers, but we give them so much flower. Bring the flowers here. Look how beautiful our altar is. This is Bhavani Shankar Mandir's strength, our Vigrahas. We don't have fancy looking building, we have the Devatas here. So they've done a fabulous job, all of them. It was a very difficult week, all of them have challenges. I know Asha is away tonight, she's the decor team leader. I want to thank her very much for pulling the pieces together. By Mahendra in his March break, he's a teacher, so we know who to give the work. He did so much of running around for us, and his entire week was filled with the temple's work. To the entire decor team, if I start calling names, I get into a problem. But I will call the names. So I want to thank Gabe very much. He lives in Hamilton. He's here. Annie and her entire family are here. Nirmala has been here. Puran, although he works, he's here. Sita, my Dharma Patni, she's here. Veronica is here as well. Devi Basant, all these people, they have things to do, but they're here. Devi Basant and our children are here. And Tara is here. Tara is giving us so much time here now. Tara as well. I want to sincerely thank Usha and Jammu for always, whenever we call them, they always come and they give such devotion to the Devi. Please give them a big hand for all this work that they did here. The backdrops, it's a lot of work to bring it here. They're business people, but they have never refused the temple because this is our seva. Thank you very much, Usha and Jammu. And to all the donors as well who brought malas, thank you all very much. To all our sponsors every night, Bhagavati Mata's blessings to all of you. To Akash and the tech guys at the back, Ryan and Bhuvan, thank you very much. And we got to clap for them too. To all of you, thank you so much for chipping in to make this happen. This is your seva. Tonight as well, on Ram Navmi, on the 9th day of the bright half of the month, we have 9 sponsors today. I want to thank Malini Singh, wishing everyone happy Ram Navami from Malini, Hemani, Meera and Vishal, and they're all here today. Thank you very much for sending out greetings to our congregation. To our Savi Rohini Kilavan, today is her birthday, but she sends in a birthday request, a greeting for her friend Rona, wishing her happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Rona, from Savi Rohini Kilavan. And we wish you as well all the best on your special day. Sonalal and Basanti Manbod, they're sending on the occasion of Ram Navami. We're wishing the blessings of Sri Ram to be with Pandit Hardat and family and the volunteers of BSM for all the hard work and dedication that they put in here at the temple. Thank you, Sonny and Basanti, devotees and supporters of our temple. To Surajdev Parshram family from them, they're giving thanks to the Divine Mother for her blessings. Thank you, Surajdev Parshram. Akash, you can run these greetings continuously until RT. We want to thank these people. Today as well, from the children, happy 16th wedding anniversary to our wonderful parents, Sita and Rich, wishing both of you Ma Durga's blessings. Greetings coming from your 4 children, Divya, Govinda, Tusara and Vishnu. Greetings also come from Sita's parents as well. We love you both so much. Happy anniversary, Sita. And Rich here today? He's here too. Here we go. Happy anniversary, 16th anniversary. I'm glad that you could be, both of you and your family could be joining us in the temple for your anniversary. From Annette, Rajwanti Annette Ibrahim, Jai Shri Ram, giving praise and thanks to Bhagwan and blessings to all. Thank you, Annette, and Bhagwan's blessings to you as well. For Mahendra Ram, or a volunteer here, happy Ram Navmi to all devotees. Our family would like to wish our daughter Shavi happy 20th Nachatra birthday. I'll tell you what that is. Happy birthday, Shavi. 20th birthday. From her family, Veronica, Mahendra, Varun, grandmother, Auntie Kamal, and all her extended family. Nachatra birthday because Shavi was born on Ram Navmi day. She was born on Ram Navmi day, which means whenever is Ram Navmi, that's her Hindu birthday. That's her Hindu. Well, she's good. She can celebrate 2 birthdays. Just like Vrinda. Vrinda celebrates Krishna Janamashmi and her own birthday too. So happy birthday, Shavi. 20 is a big number, but you're still your mommy and daddy's baby. Hey, hello. All right, God bless. And Baispati Guman in dedication to our little Jasmine's 7th belated birthday, and our loving mom and grandmother, Baispati Guman, who celebrated her 61st birthday yesterday. May Sri Ram shower blessings upon you both. We love you. Bhagwan's blessings to all. The malas today, sponsored by Sabita, Indi, and Dolly, and the Ram Darbar Mala. Anyways, I'm getting a little confused here. Ram Darbar, this is the malas for Durga Ma and Ram Darbar. And Durga Ma Mala is sponsored by Auntie Savitri and Uncle Dalip. Sorry. Sabita, Indi, and Dolly, they sponsor the Ram Darbar, Devi Basan, Durga Ma Mala, and as well as Auntie Savitri and Uncle Dalip. Bhagwan's blessings to all of them. Today's main sponsor this morning was Sabita and Deo, Dolly and Rocky, and Indian Visho and their family. These 3 families, well, with 3 sisters, of course, and their family, they have brought Bhagwan Ram Parivar into our temple. And it's a blessing for every Ram Navmi, for all of them to sit together with Uncle Percy and Auntie as well this morning, to sit and to pray. Anil, you're the only one missing. Wait there. You did it? Hey, what am today? You have to walk. Yeah, me too. So this family, every year they sit. You can't miss next year. Next year you gotta be here. Talk to your boss man in advance. Or your boss lady. Family, they sit every year as a family to give thanks to Bhagwanji, a family that is very dedicated to this temple in so many ways. We'd like to say thank you to them and ask Bhagwan's blessings on them always. Bole Siyawar Ramchand Bhagwan ki Jai. All of us are going to offer prasad now to Bhagwan Ram. Please line up over there, and please do not talk in the temple because we'll have some singing. The children that are going to sing are Bhuvan, Sabrina, Vrinda, and Shavi. They're going to start the singing because they haven't sing much during the programs. So we'll hear their bhajans, and then afterwards we'll figure who will sing. And please keep the talking down while the prasad has been come. You can go to Bhagwan Ram first and then come over here to Mother Durga on your own as well. That will be fine. Jai Siya Ram. Jai Siya Ram. Jai Siya Ram. हेमंत जी पधारे. ये हमारा संगीत आचार्य हेमंत पंवार जी. We cannot conclude the satsang without your bhajan, please.
दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम 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 शोक बुहारू बाट निहारो, शोक बुहारू बाट निहारो, अब तो आओ मोरे नाथ राम, अब तो आओ मोरे नाथ राम, तुम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, 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 मोरे राम। चुन चुन कलियां पत में बिछाऊं, 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 चरण धरो प्रभु मैं तर जाऊं, चरण धरो प्रभु मैं तर जाऊं, अखियां तरसत जात राम तुम, हे मन तरसत जात राम तुम, दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम। सूखे बेर कहीं, मीठे बेर कहीं सूख न जाए, मीठे बेर कहीं सूख न जाए, सरस फल है प्रभु कृपा बरसाए, सरस फल है प्रभु कृपा बरसाए, हे मन तरसत जात राम तुम, आस मन गुनाथ राम तुम, आस है मन पूर्णाथ राम तुम, आस है मन पूर्णाथ राम तुम, दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम तुम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम दरस दिखाओ मोरे राम, राम मोरे राम, राम राम मोरे राम, राम राम मोरे राम, राम राम मोरे राम, राम राम सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
दुर्ग दुर्गतिशमणे दुर्गा पुत्र निवारिणी दुर्गमच्छेदिनी दुर्ग साधिनी दुर्गनाशिनी जय अम्बे माँ जगदम्बे माँ जय शिरावाली माता जय अम्बे माँ जगदम्बे माँ जय शिरावाली माता जय अम्बे माँ जगदम्बे माँ जय शिरावाली माता जय अम्बे माँ तुम्हारे
भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे सारे रे सदा रे सदा रे सारे रे सदा रे सदा रे सारे गमदा रे गमदनी दद द मम ग रे सारे सा दद द मम ग रे रे सारे सा सारे सारे गम गम दम गमदनी सा छोर को संगत बैठ सत्संग में छोर को संगत छोर को संगत छोर को संगत छोर को संगत बैठ सत्संग में छोर को संगत बैठ सत्संग में हर चर्चा सुन लीजे मनवा हर चर्चा सुन लीजे राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह को काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह को लोभ मोह को काम क्रोध मद लोभ मोह को चित्त से बाहर लीजे मनवा चित्त से बाहर लीजे राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे मनवा राम नाम रस भीजे श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव जिनके हृदय श्री राम बसे और को नाम लियो
One last bhajan, then we'll stand for Aarti after this.
Rama Rama रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया रघुकुल नंदन कब आगे रघुकुल नंदन कब आगे देवन की नगरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया मैं शबरी से तिरनी जाए भजन भाव नहीं जानू रे राम तुम्हारे दर्शन के मन में जीवन पालू रे चरण कमल से निर्मल कर दो चरण कमल से निर्मल कर दो दास की जो परिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया रोज सवेरे वन में जाकर वन चुन चुन कर लाऊंगी अपने प्रभु के सन्मुख रख के प्रेम से भोग लगाऊंगी मीठे मीठे बैरन की मीठे मीठे बैरन की लाई में चबरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया सुंदर श्याम सलोनी सूरत नैनन बीच बसाऊंगी हर पंकज की रचि धर मस्तक जीवन सफल बनाऊंगी प्रभु जी मुझको भूल गया क्या प्रभु जी मुझको भूल गया क्या दास की नगरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया रघुकुल नंदन कब आगे रघुकुल नंदन कब आगे देवन की नगरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया राम राम रखते रखते बीती रे उमरिया
Yavar Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. A quick reminder, on April 22nd, Radha Krishna Mandir in Cambridge, they're having a show. Many singers will be there, including myself, to raise funds for the temple for the new building. We have tickets in our puja store to sell. Please support the day, support the event by purchasing some tickets. And I'll be there supporting. I hope you can as well. I'm asking you to. Tomorrow, Hanumanji flies in. Sundarkand tomorrow. 5 sessions of Sundarkand. We read only from Sundarkand tomorrow. Starting tomorrow. And then Saturday evening, we have a special 11 Hanumanji Chalisas that we're chanting. I hope you can come out. This is a season of devotion. please come on out and help your devotion grow. So we continue every evening at the temple here, praising Hanumanji. And then on Hanuman Jayanti, which is on April 5th, we'll be chanting 108 Hanumanji Chalisas in this temple. Puja starts at 7 a.m., finish at 9 a.m. And then we do this singing of the Hanumanji Chalisa from 9:30 to whenever we finish. The link will be up tomorrow for you to start sponsoring your Chalisas. So please look out for it. We'll be putting it up on our website and our social media as well. On May 7th, not forgetting Saturday coming, not tomorrow, Saturday, we have a food drive at the temple. It's all up on our social media at the temple from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please drop by with your food, vegetarian food, canned food, packed food, bring it in, and we'll take it to the shelter. There is a shortage of food everywhere, but we're going to help out. And then on May 7th, we also have a Mother's Day afternoon here at the temple. It's a Sunday, so it's at 3 p.m. And right downstairs, Sunday, May 7th, 3 p.m., $30 a ticket. So we're hoping to see all of you to celebrate Mother's Day in a very quiet but beautiful and gorgeous evening here at the temple. Thank you all so much, everyone. Please stand for Aarti. Om yani kani cha papani janmantar kritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshinam pade pade. आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीर्ति कवित ललित सिय पेली आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कवित ललित सिय पेली आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कवित ललित सिय पेली आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कवित ललित सिय
माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मामदेव देव सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् कर्पूरगौरम्
करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं
सदा वसन्तं
हृदयारविन्दे
भवं भवानी
सहितं नमामि
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये
शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणे नमोऽस्तु ते
मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं परमेश्वरी यत्पूजितं मया देवी परिपूर्णं
तदस्तमे
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की पवन सुत हनुमान की उमापति महादेव की जगदम्बिका माता की बोले सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो सत्य सनातन धर्म की सबको ये जय जय सीताराम everyone. Please stay where you are. Aarti will be given at the door, everyone. As you're leaving, please take Aarti from the children, and please afterwards go downstairs and have bhojan, nicely prepared by our volunteers. Have a blessed, safe night, and stay well. Shubh Ram Navmi. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sitaram. Shubh Ratri. Good night.